Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. So this is your mid-month love reading, and we're doing two separate readings for love. We're doing one for singles and one for couples, okay? So this first reading is for those of you who are actually single, okay? This is going to be a Gypsy Tarot love spread, and this is in the style of the way that we would usually do it. We've been trying out the other way of doing it, which I really do like, but I just fancy this for the last 2 weeks in October to have a look at the your love energies for those of you guys who are single, okay, in the way that we usually do, which is the 7 areas, focusing on your mental, emotional, present situation, that type of thing, okay? So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. So Universe Spirit, show me single Scorpios. What's coming up for single Scorpios in the last 2 weeks of October 2017? Show me what's coming up for single Scorpios. Show me what's coming up for single Scorpios in the last 2 weeks of October. So 15th to the 31st of October. Sorry, the 16th until the 31st of October. Show me what's coming up for single Scorpios. What are the love energies around single Scorpios in the last 2 weeks of October 2017? Show me the last 2 weeks of October 2017, the 16th to the 31st of October. And all I want to concentrate, please, on is love. So I want to see the love situation in the last 2 weeks of October 2017 for Scorpios who are single. And that's single Scorpios, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. One more time. Show me the love energies around single Scorpios, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the last 2 weeks of October 2017. Show me. Okay, we'll also use clarifiers for the reading if we need them, and also your advice card in the Romance Angels. Okay, so we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split the deck into 3, like so. And what we're going to start doing is laying the cards. So this is the top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And then 1, 2, 3. I'm using the Witch's Tarot again. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And this will be the deck of choice now for the love readings, okay? Okay. And what we're going to look at is the overall energies for you guys here. Some of you guys might choose to be on your own. This is the 9 of Pentacles energy, is the overall energy for this reading. The 9 of Pentacles suggests being single. For some of you Scorpios, if you are single, so the energies around you are about being single. Some of you guys, it might be that you don't have a choice. 9 of Pentacles doesn't always mean that somebody chooses to be single. Sometimes they just don't have a choice, and that's the way that it is. You know, sometimes love just hasn't found them, but what you tend to find love in with the 9 of Pentacles is in your environment. So the things that you have, the clothes that you wear, the money that you earn, the food that you eat, going to the gym. It's all about self-value and, you know, being appreciative and happy in terms of who you are and what you have. And sometimes, you know, the tarot is, you know, it's minutiae. It's not all cut and dried. It really isn't. So some readers will explain and say some of you guys want to be single, and in the reverse it's about coming out of that. And we do have that Queen of Cups, so and it's facing here as well, this 9 of Pentacles energy. So, you know, emotionally wise you might choose to do this potentially because you've got this Queen of Cups facing that 9 of Pentacles, and there's a lot of inner reflection going on with some of you guys here. This is Scorpio, Queen of Cups, so I think that you're doing a lot of inner reflection maybe over your single status and maybe why you haven't found, you know, success in relationships, because you've got that 6 of Wands showing in the reverse. So the energies around you guys in the last 2 weeks of October, Scorpio, if you're single, it might be that you are looking, because the Queen of Cups is facing in at the 9 of Pentacles energies, and you're doing a lot of kind of emotional self-evaluation on why you're still single and why you've not had any victory in terms of love. And I think you guys are going to be evaluating that heavily in the last 2 weeks of October 2017. Let's have a look at what's going on around your mental and emotional. Now, the 7 of Wands is in the reverse. So I think that you're ready to open up to love, because the Seven of Wands, when it's in the upright, sometimes it can mean that somebody has a lot of interest around them, or they do have the potential to have a love partner, but they don't want it, because this person shows somebody who's rejecting the advances of others. You know, this can be a card about combat and struggles. And, you know, sometimes when it comes to love, this is somebody who's, you know, who has people who are showing them interest, but they're saying, I don't want you. I don't want you in my life. But the energies around you, this is the situation, is that, you know, you're possibly more receptive, some of you single Scorpios. You're more receptive to having people come in. You're more receptive to having, you know, suitors, having people who will show you attention with this Seven of Wands in the reverse. What is your mental and emotional around that? Well, the moon energy is your mental and emotional. So the moon energy is difficult in a way, because the moon energy, in terms of the mental energy, sometimes this can be about fear and a little bit of anxiety going on there. And sometimes it can mean that you have a deep, deep longing, for example. So if you're with this Seven of Wands, we'll have to see what the root issue is with this card here. But I feel, Scorpio, that if the situation is that you are more responsive, maybe to suitors, male or female, coming your way, mentally and emotionally, it might still be that you're a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, but also the moon card represents the need to investigate things that we don't know, the need to go into the unknown and to try and find some form of clarity in that unknown energy. So I think that the situation will be that you'll be more receptive to, you know, I think you're going to have interest around some of you guys, and I think even if there isn't interest, you're receptive to there being interest, and mentally and emotionally, because the situation is this. So this is all about taking down those barriers with that Seven of Wands in the reverse, in which you guys, mentally and emotionally, though you might be a little bit fearful and a little bit scared, there is almost the need to investigate. There's a certain curiosity when I look at the moon card on the Witch's Tarot. She's holding a light, she's holding a torch, and she's trying to find her way through a very dark forest. So mentally and emotionally, you're ready. You're ready to kind of investigate. You're scared, but you're ready to see what's on the other side. And what's the reason for that? I think some of you guys have healed with the Temperance card from a situation. I think that you've finally started to find some balance within your life. It might be that you went through a situation that was very, very hurtful, very difficult for some of you guys, but I do feel with these energies you've come out of this. And even though mentally and emotionally you might be scared, there is a certain curiosity that comes along with this moon energy. The fact that there's a lady standing on the actual card, she's holding a torch up and she's saying, okay, who's there? What's out there? So she wants to find out about the unknown. And mentally and emotionally, I feel that you're very inquisitive to see what's around the corner, because I think that you've healed. So if you guys are starting to heal over energies here with this Temperance energy. The present situation, well, the situation is around justice, and that's nice. So the situation is, you guys, it might be that you have a reward coming in. It might be that the situation is you are indeed feeling more balanced, because you have got Temperance being the reason for this area here. And I'm sorry if the light is blurring out this Temperance energy. It's just that it's very sunny outside, and when it's sunny outside, it does seem to play havoc with the cards. I do have my ring light on as well, so you guys can see the cards clearly. But, you know, justice might be the situation in the present situation, that you guys have some form of a reward coming to you. So it might be the universe is aligning certain energies and bringing somebody around or bringing somebody in. It might also be the situation is you guys have made some very important decisions. It might be that you're feeling more balanced and more harmonious in who you are at the moment. What's your situation around justice? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, and that's interesting. Okay, so the Justice card is about where you know, the Justice card is neutral. It's one of the neutral cards within the tarot. So when you get Justice, Scorpio, it doesn't mean that you get justice, you get reward. Right, it means that you get rewards, but you can get rewards for good or bad. It just depends on whatever it is that you've been putting out there. And I think that the situation being justice, well, what is it that it's trying to tell us about justice? Well, there's non-movement here. Why is that? It must be something that you're doing here. It must be something why you're not getting what you should be getting here. Because for you single Scorpios, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse says that there's stagnation and there's delays. And this is why the situation is around justice. So justice is not showing in the reverse. So it's not actually saying that it's something that's out of your control. This is very much something in your control. So I think that if you're not having love come in, Scorpio, it's because of something that you've been putting out. Justice is representative in the universe of the 11th law of the universe, which is what you put out there is what you get. So the situation with justice says that you're getting rewards, but those rewards are the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the rewards that you're getting is, you know, lack of relationships or lack of love. Here you're receptive to it, and mentally and emotionally, you know, you are you're ready to delve into the unknown because you're healing, but for some reason you're not getting what you want with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as a result of the situation being justice. Justice says you get your just desserts, but you're getting your justice. What is the just desserts you're getting? Well, you're getting stagnation with the Wheel of Fortune. And what's the reason for that? Well, it's interesting. And it's the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Now, Nine of Wands in the reverse often means that you lower your defences, which is so interesting on this reading. Why this is happening. I need to think about this as a result, as a card. Because Nine of Wands in the reverse usually should mean that you've lowered your defences. I'm just going to try and have a look at my reversal book, because really I would have imagined the Nine of Wands would have been. I think that this isn't the time. I think that this is trying to tell us is it's not the time for something to come in with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, because it might be that you just come out of a period of suffering for some of you guys. So it might be that this isn't anything to do with what you're doing here. But I'm just going to check up on this card if you don't mind. I just want to have a look at the energies around this in the reverse. Well, personally, I think that this is still you guys that are healing here. I think it's not the right time. Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, and this represents stagnation, or the energies aren't moving as yet. So it might be that right now the situation around justice is that the universe is saying, well, it's not time yet, Scorpio. And it might be that you're still going through some form of a recovery here with the Nine of Wands. And that's in the present situation. What is your mental and emotional, sorry, your hopes and desires? Well, the situation is around the world. The world is about the ending of a cycle. So if you've been single a long time, Scorpio, the situation is about things coming to the end of a cycle here with the world energy. And what's your desire around that? Well, the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, I'm seeing a lot of healing and recovery going on here. The hope is that you are completely healed here. Because I feel that almost for some of you guys, you are very much in touch with your psychic connection to the universe. I almost feel like you know that the universe is lining somebody up for you, Scorpio. But I almost feel like you know that this is not the right time for this to happen. I mean, we can see here, it's lovely energy that you guys here, and the situation is about, you know, being receptive now with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. In the upright, this is somebody who says, keep the fuck out. That's what Seven of Wands in the upright is. It's a rejection card. It's often where you're fighting people off. But I think in the reverse, the situation is really about you guys being receptive now to love coming in. You're not so much in fighting mode. So for some of you guys who have experienced real hurt in the past and it puts you off getting in love again, or it puts you off having love, or being receptive to other energies or other people who might be interested in you because you were too afraid, you'd been hurt, you know, you didn't want to have love anymore, you didn't trust anymore. This says that you're starting to lower those defenses here, and around that, mentally and emotionally, you guys are the moon. So you might be still fearful, but you're ready to take a leap into the unknown because you are healing here with the Temperance card. Things are starting to balance themselves out emotionally for you. Justice is the energies around your present situation, and it's saying to me that the situation is things are being aligned. Rewards are around you, Scorpio, as a situation, but around that, the Wheel of Fortune, around that justice is saying, well, right now, not yet. The universe is still sifting through the data for you because you're still in recovery mode, whether you like it or not, Scorpio. Your hopes, the situation is about the ending of cycles, in which the hope is really to heal. So you're hoping that the healing is going to be complete. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Ten of Pentacles, some of you guys have had broken relationships here. Some of you guys have had divorces and separations and instability in relationships with that Ten of Pentacles. And it's really rocked your foundation. It really, really has, Scorpio. But you're hoping is for healing because you guys have experienced this energy. What are your expectations in terms of love? Well, the situation is around a past situation. Six of Cups can either be a past situation or it can be about new love coming in. And what's the expectations around that? Well, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a past situation. You're not expecting it to come back because you've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse means failed partnerships. Okay, it means a lack of recognition of a situation. It means that you're not watching someone, or you're not looking towards that situation anymore. You forget, you tend not to study this situation anymore. It's no longer applicable to you. So I do feel that you guys have given up on a past situation if you're single. And what's the reason for that? Well, there you go, because of the Page of Cups. I think because your imagination now, you're looking for new love. Page of Cups is nice because it represents romance. And it represents romantic inclinations and romantic ideas. But it also represents when one's intuition is starting to open up and one starts to develop new ideals and new fantasies about love. And I think that this is you, Scorpio. What is it that you can't see coming in? Well, the Nine of Cups, the situation is about a wish being fulfilled. What's coming in around that, though? What is it you can't see? There's a change coming in. So from being single, Scorpio, you guys will be entering into a new relationship with the Death card. And what's the reason for that? There we go. We've got the new love card of the Ace of Cups. There's new love coming in for Scorpio, okay? You can't see that there's new love actually coming in for you. It's not aligning it just yet, Scorpio, but that all it is that the universe wants to make sure that you have completely recovered from whatever this situation is. I can't wait to get into the first 2 weeks of November to see how this kind of manifests and moves for Scorpio, single Scorpios. What is your immediate future showing up as? Well, the Three of Wands, this is all about looking to the future. I think that the situation is putting things to the past and looking to the future, looking to launch new ships. What is it that you can experience as a result of that card? Well, the Hermit. Well, the Hermit card, I still feel, I mean, for some of you guys, it might be that there's a Virgo person coming in. It might be that there's somebody around you who's seeking love just like you are with this Hermit energy. But really, this is about the client. And because the audience on YouTube are the client, Scorpio, this is really about you being this Hermit, okay? So this is about you coming to the end of some form of transition within your life. You're transitioning through to something else here. And what's the reason for the Hermit? Well, yeah, the Queen of Swords. I don't think this is anybody showing up here, but I certainly feel that, you know, because of the Queen of Swords, this is really you guys saying, you know what, I need to get to know me. You guys are putting the past to the past with the Three of Wands. Two wands behind are putting the past to the past. Whenever you get a card that shows its back turned, especially the Three of Wands, it shows somebody who's turning their back on something, and what they're doing is they're looking to the future. And around that, you guys are possibly trying new things. The Hermit card can mean anything. It can mean you take up a new hobby, for example. It can mean that you start reading more self-help books, for example. It can mean, you know, you start spending more time doing the things that you like to do. You know, this is very much with this Queen of Swords energy, which for me with the Queen of Swords energy represents, it's not a romantic card, so it really just represents the focus is on the self with this Queen of Swords, within your ideas. And you're very serious about this, Scorpio, here. There's new love coming in without a doubt. Without a doubt. At some point there's new love coming in for you singles. There's no shadow of a doubt here at all. No way. I'm telling you straight. There's new love coming in for some of you guys here. It shows it in the hidden factors. It's around the corner. It's just not here yet. But until that happens, Scorpio, what you guys have is this Hermit and the situation is the Three of Wands, putting things to the past, looking to the future. And around that you've got the Hermit, seeking new paths, transitioning, changes going on within your life, you know, doing a little bit of inner reflection because of the Queen of Swords. There are still things here, and it's not on an emotional level, it's more on a logical level now with the Queen of Swords energy that you guys need to decipher and still work on. Let's have a look at the overall outcome. Six of Swords, you guys moving on from a situation here, taking more time to study, to look at yourselves, to put effort into yourselves. And what's the reason for that? Oh wow, there's a King of Cups. Now, you're moving on is a situation. It might be, and it's interesting because you're studying something here. I don't know whether you guys are putting effort into a new person. That would be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person. Or maybe you're moving on, and around that moving on, it means that you're studying. You're putting a lot of kind of focus onto a situation. And why is that? Because of the King of Cups. I think that this is more or less you guys becoming the King of Cups. I think that you're becoming more emotionally assertive about who you are. Okay? It's a lovely reading. It's really good. Really good. I mean, yeah, the last 2 weeks of October, yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, you are doing a lot of emotional introspection on why you're still single. Scorpio, okay? Because you've not had success with that Six of Wands in the reverse. You've really not had any success in love, unfortunately. Okay? You really haven't. But it's brilliant because I think that, you know, Scorpios are like this. Scorpios like to get to the heart of the matter. A lot of people don't like Scorpios, but I love them. I'm a Scorpio anyway, so I kind of understand the Scorpio nature. And the Scorpio nature to dig deep into who they are. I don't believe that Scorpios allude blame to everybody else. I believe they try and take some of the blame themselves if they can. A lot of people will disagree with me probably on that, but I really believe that, being a Scorpio myself. I know what I'm like as an individual. And I know what a lot of other Scorpios are like too. This is a fantastic reading for you, Scorpio. It's really, really good. I mean, you know, I'm going to have a look at why we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Because this is about you, okay? This is about you. And I'm going to see why you guys, the overall outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. Because you're close to something here. It's an 8. 7 through to 8, Scorpio. They mean that you're getting to a goal. They mean that you're reaching a point in your life, okay? So you guys here, the overall outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. And what you're doing is that you're doing a lot of study here. And it's because of the King of Cups. It might be that this person hurt you, for example. But it might mean that as a result of what this person did here, there's a lot of kind of, I would say, because the Pentacles incorporate everything, the mental and the emotional. Okay, they really do. So the Eight of Pentacles shows that you're putting effort into something. I'm going to see, why is the Eight of Pentacles the overall outcome for Scorpio in this love reading? Why is the Eight of Pentacles the overall outcome for Scorpio in this love reading? Show me. The Chariot. Okay, I think that you're going to have some success meeting other people perhaps, because you've got the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles is all about socialising, meeting, grouping up with people. You know, some of you guys might have success within the workplace, for example. Three of Pentacles is often a workplace environment. Some of you guys are going to have success getting to know other people with that Three of Pentacles. I often read the Three of Pentacles also, not just as a card about recognition. Some of you guys, it might be that you're having success because you're being recognised by others as well, for example. But the overall outcome is the Eight of Pentacles, and that's where you're putting... Here, the situation is the Six of Swords. So what you guys are doing is you're moving on from a situation. So the situation in the overall outcome shows you guys moving on. And around that moving on, how you're doing it basically is by doing a lot of study, putting a lot of effort into other areas of your life. And it might be in terms of, with the Chariot, travel and meeting people. So the Chariot can be travel and the Three of Pentacles can be meeting people. So some of you guys might be meeting people, traveling, opening up your network of friends, of people around you, that type of thing. Some of you guys might have, and I think that because you're the ones that are putting the effort in, I would say that this Chariot is really down to you guys. I think it's down to you, whereby with the Chariot energy, Scorpio, what you're doing is you're doing some travelling maybe, and you're meeting other people, or you're overcoming your fears with the Chariot, okay? Because the Chariot is also a card where it says that you have head and heart decisions to make, opposing forces, bumps in the road that you need to get over before you achieve victory. And I think that you guys are conquering, because the Chariot also means to conquer. So you might be conquering your fears, or you might be conquering maybe something to do with social inadequacies or that type of thing, Scorpio. But whatever the case is, it's a bloody brilliant reading. And we're going to see why it is because of the King of Cups. Give us clarity. What do you mean by the King of Cups is the reason for Scorpio putting lots of work and effort into themselves and their environment? Show me in 2 cards. Alright, so we've got the Page of Cups, yeah. I mean, I think that there was a relationship that there was a severance in. So there was a separation in a relationship with an individual such as this. For some of you guys, it would have been a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces person. For some of you guys, Scorpio, it would have just been somebody who you felt showed you a lot. King of Cups is one of the best cards you can get for a lover in the tarot, because this, if not the best card you can get, Court card, because this person's all about the unconditional love. But I believe that there was severance in a relationship here. It might be that you had cut off contact as well, because the Three of Swords represents severance and this is contact. So it might be the Page of Cups is a card about there was contact with this individual, contact was severed maybe with that Three of Swords. Might be that there was a third party situation as well, because this is the card about romance. But when you get a Three of Swords card, it could be that there was a third party situation or a third party romance or something like that. But I think that somebody really hurt some of you guys, Scorpio. You single Scorpios, okay? And I think you're getting over that. And I think that what you're doing is you're moving on, the Six of Swords, And how are you doing that? What have we got around you guys moving on? Well, the Ace of Pentacles, putting lots of hard work and effort. And it might be that effort is in travelling and meeting other people, making friends, socialising with others, okay? Because of the King of Cups, and this is somebody that was important to some of you guys. And why is this person showing up? Because with this Page of Cups and the Three of Swords, I feel that a new relationship for some of you guys might have been severed, come to an end. There's been heartbreak over this romance here. It could be there was a third party situation around that, for example, that type of thing, possibly even with another water sign potentially, okay? So yeah, you guys are definitely moving on here onwards, and there's definitely love coming in here for you guys. Definitely, because you've got in the hidden factors. We'll quickly go through this reading again anyway. I always do that before I finish off readings. So, for single Scorpios, and I'm going to just get a clarifier on the new love that's coming in. And yeah, I mean, also what we've got here is the Lovers in the reverse. I just wanted to pull that out. The Spirit was telling me to Three of Swords, Lovers in the reverse can also be cheating as well. So it could have been third party situation and cheating, because Lovers in the reverse can be unfaithfulness, and we've got Three of Swords here. So it could be that, you know, there was a person around you, Scorpio. It might be that this person was cheating with these cards here. There's a romance here, there's communication here, loving communication, third party cheating, Lovers energy. So there could have been cheating, it might have been with another water sign, but also the Three of Swords and the Lovers card shows separation in a relationship. So there was definitely separation in a relationship for one reason or another with you guys, okay? Let's have a look at your reading again. So the overall energies for Scorpio in the last 2 weeks of October are showing that you guys are going to be doing a lot of kind of emotional introspection. You might even be a little bit upset with that Queen of Cups showing there, but it's good because when she's in the upright, she holds the sadness together and she gets us out together. She's not a drama queen, and she doesn't internalise everything like the Queen of Cups would show in the reverse. So you might be doing a little bit of introspection over your single status, over why. I think there's a question mark here over why you're still single and have had no victory in relationships for some of you guys, or why your relationships keep faltering for one reason or another, Scorpio. And that might be the overall energy for the last 2 weeks in October. I think that, you know, in your mental, and I think that you're doing this because in your mental and emotional, you're ready. The situation is this Seven of Wands energy. And I think that you're taking down your barriers and you're more receptive to having love come to you, okay? And I think that mentally and emotionally around that, you guys are scared. The moon energy shows anxiety and fear, but also you can see the woman's got a lamp and she's saying, who's there? You know, she wants to know. So I think that there is a fear of the unknown, but there's also curiosity around this to see what's out there, because I do feel with the Temperance energy, you guys are starting to heal and feel more balanced. In your present situation, it's showing justice. So right now, the universe is aligning itself for you in this situation. And how's it aligning itself? Well, it's saying there's nothing ready for you just yet with this Wheel of Fortune, because you are still recovering here. And the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, so it shows stagnancy and delays in things coming to you. It shows a standstill. So we've got justice here, but you are where you need to be with these two cards, Scorpio, okay? You're right where you need to be, okay? Right where you need to be. Don't question it, guys. You're where you need to be, okay? Don't get swamped in this energy. Even if you do feel sad, for some of you Scorpios who are single, that you're on your own, don't get down about it. And you know why? Because the universe is aligning everything in its perfect time and place for you, Scorpio. But with these two cards here, it's good. Because justice is saying, yeah, the situation is you've got your justice. And how do you get your justice? By not having anything come in just yet. You're right where you need to be, because the Nine of Wands in reverse is saying you're still in recovery mode. You're still in that recovery mode. Your hopes are to have an ending to a cycle of being single, because the situation is the world. So this is about having the ending of the cycle of being single, because you're hoping with the Four of Swords that you are completely rested now, that you're completely healed from whatever this situation was, because of the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It really did unground you. It really did knock you off your footing, Scorpio. Some of you guys, you would have gone through a divorce. Some of you, it's a separation. Some of it was a very untidy, messy relationship with that Ten of Pentacles reverse. And what you're expecting, the brilliant thing is, the situation is about the past, but you're not expecting it to come back to you with that Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Because Three of Pentacles in the reverse is broken partnerships and failures. to have plans or to have partnerships really show some form of reward. So you're not expecting the past to come back for some of you guys, and that's because of the Page of Cups. You're developing and you're maturing with that Page of Cups energy. This isn't about new love, this is about developing and maturing, but also that you've got a certain beautiful ideal of what you feel love should be going forward, because whatever this thing was, it wasn't true love for you guys. Okay, it wasn't really true love, even if at the time you thought it was. What you can't see coming in, well, the situation is a wish is coming true for you guys, Nine of Cups. What is it around that wish? What's coming in? Death. There's going to be a change to your single status with the death energy. So you'll go from being single, death means change. So if you're single, it means that you're going to be unsingle. You're actually going to find a love partner, Scorpio. And why is that? Because new love is coming in for you with the Ace of Cups. The immediate future in the first 2 weeks of in the last 2 weeks, sorry, of October are the Three of Wands. Situation is you guys looking to the future, putting the past behind you. What's going on around that though, as a situation coming in the immediate future? The Hermit. Lots of time to do healing and introspection, seeking out new hobbies, new things to do, getting to know new people perhaps, that type of thing. But I think that this is more a solitary thing that you guys are doing in the immediate future, okay, because of the Queen of Swords energy. And the Queen of Swords energy is the need to really properly cut things out, but also to develop new ideas in order to heal, because she's a healer and a counsellor in the tarot. The overall outcome is you guys are moving on from a situation that has probably for some of you been plaguing you a long time with that Six of Swords. And how are you doing that? Well, you're doing it by the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be doing online dating. Eight of Pentacles is where somebody's studying something. So you might be doing online dating, and that's because of the Chariot. So getting yourself out there, meeting new people. Or it might just be with the Eight of Pentacles. You know, you might take up a new hobby. You might be doing some form of, putting some form of effort, focus into an area of your life, and that effort and focus, it doesn't have to be online dating, but you're definitely putting some form of effort and focus into an area. It might be that there is a Cancerian person coming in here. Chariots represent Cancerian people, in which it might be that you're meeting up with this individual. Who knows? Because we do have the New Love card here. And why is that? Because with the King of Cups, the clarifiers are saying that there was probably a third-party situation going on here, or there was just simply severance in a relationship. Three of Swords and that Lovers in the reverse can represent cheating, third-party situations. Lovers in the reverse is unfaithfulness in relationship. Three of Swords is third-party situation, and this is communication. So there might have been somebody who was communicating with somebody else, or it might simply be that the relationship, it might have been new for some of you guys, fell apart. But here, you're pursuing new roads. So if you guys might be pursuing meetings with other people, getting to know other people here, and that might be where you get the new love coming in, for example, Scorpio. Or it's simply with you putting a lot of hard work and effort, and that might be with the Chariot card that you're pursuing getting to know others in one way or another. Okay, that's your reading, Scorpio, your love reading for the last 2 weeks in October 2017. That is such a flaming awesome reading. Just beautiful, just absolutely stunning. Love that reading. I love here that new love is coming in for you guys. I can't wait to see the first 2 weeks of November and see what that uncovers for you. But that's really nice energy. What is the advice that you have for Scorpio universe in the Romance Angels? What is the advice that you have for single Scorpios in this love reading? Show me. It says worth waiting for. What did I tell you? Divine timing is that worth. What did I tell you? Look. What did I tell you? Look at that. Let me tell you something, Scorpio. If you're sitting down like this and you're saying, oh God, I'm single and I've had no success in love. Fuck it. Seriously, guys, fuck it. Seriously. What did I tell you? You know what? This ain't the universe. Let me tell you something, right? I'm sorry, I'm getting really excited for you guys. I love Scorpio so much. I really do love you guys. You view my videos the most on YouTube. We've got a really good connection, really good connection. I love you so much, and I just want the best for every sign. But Scorpios, you're like my babies, you're like my sister, you're like family to me, yeah? What I'm saying is this. This is not happening right now because the universe knows what it's doing. Put your hand in God's hand, Scorpio. Trust him, trust God, trust the universe, because it's got your back. It has got your back. If you haven't had love in a long time, it's coming in. You can't deny the cards. Look at them. It's coming in. It is coming in. And even here you guys are. I read you guys as this hermit, and you've got a light, a lamp shining towards death. So you're seeking change here in the immediate future. Alright? But it's based on the principles of the Queen of Swords. Possibly even platonic relationships, just getting out there and doing stuff that's not even love-centered. But where you might just unexpectedly find it. But this card is saying worth waiting for, Scorpio. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What did I tell you here? Divine timing. It's all on God's time, not yours. You understand? It's on God's time, not yours. Right? If you've not got, if you're worrying about, oh shit, why is everything so stagnant? Why am I not meeting anyone? It's because the universe has a special plan for you. You are bound to meet the one that you're destined to meet, and it's showing up here. I want to see what happens in November now for Scorpio. I'm really excited by this reading for singles. It's awesome. Love is coming in for you. I promise you that. Let's see what happens in November, okay? In the first 2 weeks of November. But love is knocking at your door. Not yet, because you're still in recovery mode, but it's going to happen for you. It will. That's it, baby girls, baby boys. Love you so, so much, and I will speak to you guys on your, if you're in a couple, go over to the couple reading. There's a couples reading there. There's also a general reading for the month on the channel as well. Okay? Love you very much, guys. Toodle pip. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.